2021 was quite the season when it came to turkey hunting. Like many were reporting across the Midwest, turkeys were nearly impossible, it felt like, to decoy or call in. In Indiana, I had really one good opportunity at a longbeard and only put a Jake in the decoys in 2 weeks of hunting. Being a bow hunter who only likes to take headshots at birds that are in the decoys, that longbeard at 21 yards was just a little bit beyond what I wanted out of my season. So I loaded up all my gear and I headed west to the Black Hills in South Dakota, where I met up with a couple of my good friends and we branched out and went different directions to chase public land toms. I'd been to the Black Hills as a tourist about 8 or 9 years ago, but this was my first opportunity to actually put boots on the ground and actually hunt the Black Hills. After 2 evening sets and 2 morning sets of almost no bird activity, finally on the 3rd evening, I was able to locate a nice flock of birds and able to roost multiple longbeards along a ridge line. My 3rd morning in South Dakota in the Black Hills. I roosted a bunch of birds last night. Gobbled a few times up on top of the hill up here. I'm hoping, if any luck, we get something to work out in this flat in front of me. what a amazing hunt this was. I'm out here in the Black Hills in South Dakota on public land. This was the third morning I hunted, and it's been slow. I finally found some birds yesterday morning, I think it was, and then yesterday evening I put them to bed. Thought I was going to get a shot yesterday evening. They all roosted up here in these hills behind me. This bird here actually was roosted right back here behind me. I had walked past him last night and this morning and did not know he was there. He never gobbled until he hit the ground. But all the other birds must have pitched down and gone over the backside of the mountain. I had another bird roosted real close right down here. So there's a lot of birds in here, and I have another tag, and I got a couple buddies who have tags. So we're going to keep hitting this area, I think, pretty hard the next few days. With the excitement of one bird down, I located another spot of public land that was adjacent to a private land section where the private landowner told me about a big flock of birds and let me access into the public land across this private. That fourth morning set would end up being absolutely amazing as well. Morning 4, May 10th here in South Dakota. I turned on light in the blind because the birds, I got a ton of them, but they're down a draw and across super thick. There's no way they can see up in here. I'm sitting on this clearing, and we were out driving around yesterday. Saw birds all over this clearing up here. So I decided to come here and set up, and there's a ton of birds. Like I say, down this draw and up the other side. So with any luck, they'll work their way up into this flat here later this morning. And hopefully we can put an arrow on one. saw the Jake decoy. I think they were surprised. And then a third time came up. That's one I killed. Oh my goodness. Oh, tagged out in South Dakota. 2 birds in 2 mornings. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dear Lord. Oh, he's flopped down over the hill. Go get him here in a few minutes. I don't want to disturb these birds. This is a good spot. So, I shot him up over that rock up there. And he was dead. He starts flopping, he flopped over that. And then he rolled all the way down the hill. I stepped over the rock thinking he'd just be laying right there. I'm like, where's he at? I saw a little bit of blood on the ground. Then I looked, I got halfway down this hill. I looked, I saw blood right here on this tree. Let's go around the tree. Boom. There he is. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. Wow. I can't say enough about South Dakota in the Black Hills on public land in early May. So their season's been going on for 6 weeks or whatever now. So these are pressured birds, but you've got to get off the grid and get away from the big public area. Well, the whole thing's a big public area, but the popular public areas, you got to get way back off the grid. Take those old logging roads that get you way back off. And you can do this, man. This is public hunting, public land hunting with a bow. Absolutely incredible. Again, what a cool little trip to South Dakota. Man, I can't even believe that this has happened, and gotten lucky enough here 2 mornings in a row, and I'm tagged out with both of my South Dakota tags. I mean, this is just an absolute blessing, being able to come out here, take a week and a half off of work and just come out as a vacation with a couple buddies of mine who are out here, and just have a good fun time chasing these public land birds, you know, on the land that we all own through our tax money. It's pretty awesome. So, as always, God bless. Stay safe out there. And it's a new day in the outdoors.